Hi, hello, how are you everyone? I am back. This is Kannan here on behalf of SAG Radio. Uh, we will welcome our guest here, guest from New Delhi, capital of India. So, we will welcome our guest here. Yes, our guest joined here. We will welcome.
Hi, Karan.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, doing so far good. How about you?
Yeah, very good actually. Uh, Very pleasure to meet you here at the time of time 8 o'clock. It's a time for giving inspiration to everyone, right?
Yes, likewise feeling. I'm also excited to meet you, especially
Okay.
on this amazing platform, SAG Radio, which which I have been seeing for a very long time. A lot of people are coming, right? So I was excited.
You're from New Delhi, right?
Right.
Yeah. How do you feel like participating in SAG radio? You are a public speaker. You're training, running a training called English Fall. Like you're doing English training and all. First time you're attending the SAG radio, this face-to-face live. How do you feel first time?
Yeah, it feels good,
Yes.
especially coming live and sharing your thoughts. It's always nice
Yes.
to share our wisdom with others or experience with others. And when it
Yes.
comes to SAG family, where a lot of people have come already, and
Mm.
this platform has already, gone widely among the people.
Yes.
So I am excited to meet you and just looking forward to it. What is going
Great.
to happen?
Great.
Yeah.
Great, yes, actually, and tell me some stories about your in your life. Happen any positivity happened to you in your life? How turned your life into this kind of things?
Uh, Public speaking or like kind of person who I
Yeah,
am right
yeah,
now.
yeah. Public speaking, as well your career also.
Yeah, there are two aspects, but somehow these two connects with each other. The reason is
Okay.
that you know my journey started from Bihar. I belong to Bihar, and currently I'm living in Delhi, and it's been
Okay.
around 12 years. So all of a sudden, when I was doing my computer basic course, and
Ah.
all of a sudden my teacher asked me to do something, and when I was
Oh.
doing that, he was guiding me through that. So I had curiosity to know that thing, what exactly
Ah.
he's having me to do, but he denied to
Okay.
let me know that. And
Ah.
that triggered my emotion, that why can't I know that thing which he is doing actually. And since I was the kind of a head of that institute, so I was expecting that he would teach me something out of that. And
Hmm.
that actually, you know that was the turning point which you know opened my path, that I need to learn something. And I came Delhi.
Ah.
The initial desire was to just open a computer shop. Then
Great.
over the period of time, my dream got changed, and I thought of doing job after coming to Delhi. And
Ah.
through this journey, I discovered myself that I am meant to be a kind of a speaker, because I
Ah.
suffered a lot with my speaking
Ah.
power or my
Ah.
speaking ability that I had earlier. People used to
Okay.
mock me, and I don't have any problem in sharing those story.
Hmm.
Hardly people would listen to me if I
Hmm.
would say anything to them. So that actually uh, allowed me to think that, okay, Piyush, you need to do something about you. People sometimes, even you are sharing the right things, but they are not ready to listen you. We have to be little creative or little different than others. So
Hmm.
these added a extra zeal inside me, that I have to become something. So yeah, uh, from that point of time, I decided that I need to be a speaker kind of person. So career started, and then speaking went hand in hand, and still I am a learner of public speaking. So yeah,
Great.
that is a journey about me, like how it started from
Great.
village to here in Delhi.
Yeah, great career and life as well. Are you looking your learning? Learning is an experiment. I say everything is experiment. So
Hmm.
how do you think about the learning? First of all, you're teaching the people. You're learning from the something. YouTube. You're learning from the books. You're learning from someone talking to us. So you're learning. You're something you're learning every day. How are
Right.
you looking your learning path?
Uh, yes, I so learning and utilization of those learnings. So here
Hmm.
we have a two aspects. Sometimes we learn so many things, but we don't get a platform to utilize those things, and
Correct.
we wait for that moment that okay, when that will day will come where I will share my knowledge, where I will utilize my knowledge, right? But I realized at a very early age that that a human being is
Hmm.
meant to share the knowledge with others. Like whatever
Hmm.
you have got from the society, you are supposed to share those knowledge to others as well, right?
Correct.
So
Yes.
from that learning, I got this consciousness that okay, let me learn, but at the same time I
Hmm.
have to think about utilization of those knowledge as well. Okay, so
Yes.
I always look for the opportunity where I can utilize my learning and my knowledge that I have learned.
Yes. Great. Actually, people will say if something you learn means, for example, I would like to learn softwares. For
Hmm.
example, in my career in bachelor rooms, the people used to type the codings.
Hmm.
In pandemic period and all, people we all worked together in room, all typing the codes. I interestly I say I look the codes, how they are typing, how they are doing the codes and all. I used to learn codings in softwares,
Hmm.
but very simple. If you're using the logic means it will be very easy. But people would say, why are you wasting your time to this coding, learning the codings and all? So this kind of perspective, how you're looking? You're something I want to interestedly, I want to learn in
Okay.
like softwares. I used to look new technologies comes mean my friend always forward to me. I always experiment about the tool, like if you are coming with the Apple phone or Apple tools, like any other tools is comes means I used to experiment the things. How are you looking this, Pius? Hello. Yeah, Pius is again reconnecting. So once again, we will connect Pius.
Karan, am I visible to you? I think
Yeah,
suddenly I
yeah,
got a
yeah,
pop-up and it got disconnected.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Some technical glitch with Instagram.
Yes.
So,
Oh, you were
do you
saying that
understand?
you want to learn a coding? Yeah. Can you repeat the question? Yeah.
No, no. Actually, I'm interested with something new, learning new things. For
Mm-hmm.
example, games. Like I want to learn like a software, anything. So learn like any tools is comes means Apple
Mm-hmm.
phone, Apple, like anything comes mean I used to experiment the things. How you looking the perspective of learning here? New things learning. But people used to say, "Oh, you are wasting your time to investing learning this kind of things." How you looking this perspective?
Kanan, as far as learning is concerned, you have to find your niche and you have to
Yeah,
find your interest. That what
correct.
exactly you should learn. You should not follow others that okay, somebody is doing something and you feel that okay, let me try this. See, if you
Ah,
keep on trying on everything, maybe it will take years and years, and as you know that life is short. You don't have so much time
Yeah.
to experiment on everything. So you have to
Correct.
find your interest. Uh,
Ah.
and if I talk about myself, I know that where I need to work upon and which will give me the result. And
Ah.
since I am very shorted and very clear about my goal, then it gives
Hmm.
me a clarity and kind of a peace that okay, I don't need to look around other things. If okay, my public speaking is goal, then let me look around the public speaking which can help this skill, right?
Hmm.
And so that you
Hmm.
will also be interested. If you are doing
Correct.
something out of your interest, you will glue to that, and it won't
Correct.
take much effort as compared to the
Ah.
other person who is doing without any interest. Getting my point?
Correct.
So don't just rush to everything and don't feel like learning everything. Just
Yeah.
uh, find your interest, I would say.
Ah.
And whatever you are learning, just try to gain the quality out of those learning. Just see,
Correct.
nowadays one thing I would like to share with this, that this is a world of information where
Yes.
every day you are consuming a lot of information. Somebody shares something with you on WhatsApp, you want to watch
Yeah.
that or read that. Somebody share on
Yes.
your social media, you want to read and watch that. How much content will you consume, right? If you keep on just reading, watching, you may not get the quality out of your effort, right?
Correct.
So
Correct.
it's a better to be selective with your interest so that you can put a best effort and get a best result out of that.
Yes.
And I always give a kind of counseling to students or whoever want to boom up, want to grow in their career. I always
Ah.
try to motivate them that pick one path or pick one
Ah.
goal and just
Ah.
follow blindly. You will succeed one day or someday. No one is
Yes.
going to stop you from
Correct.
that goal. Yeah. So that's my perspective on the question that what you should learn.
Correct. Actually, if you are, I'm a financial oriented financial planner. Actually, I'm a last 7 years I'm doing with my career. This is my career actually. This is financially I can do something for people. I can do for a society. I can help the people here. So
Mm-hmm.
this like you are doing engineering job with you're a developer, dev, DevOps engineer, right?
DevOps engineer, right?
Yes. How you help to the people this kind of engineering things and all?
Okay, I'm telling it on a live platform
Ah.
that I am not engineer by degree, but I am
Ah.
an engineer by effort that I
Ah.
put throughout the years, past years,
Ah.
and that made me an engineer.
Ah.
What do I mean by
Yes.
that? Meaning that I did not go to any engineering college, I did not
Correct.
pursue any engineering degree, but I
Ah.
worked on myself. I put a lot of
Ah.
effort learning the skills which is required to be an engineer, and
Hmm.
by learning one skill after one, I got
Hmm.
a wisdom, or I got a, kind of knowledge where I could appear in the interview where the panelist is taking the interview, asking a several scenario-based question, and
Hmm.
I went through that. And after that,
Hmm.
I got selected, and they made me believe that you are a kind of an engineer material. I'm
Hmm.
just
Hmm.
using a material word, but you are just engineer kind of person. And
Hmm.
I got motivated, and I started working. So, what helped me? The
Hmm.
knowledge, the skill set which I acquired
Hmm. Hmm.
in last few years, that
Correct.
automation. And if I talk about what kind of job I do in that, so it's a kind of automation which has to do with the technology, where I reduce
Hmm.
the human effort and automate the things that is being done by the people manually, right?
Hmm.
So I would say that whether you are doing from the engineering college or you are just want to become an engineer, I think it is possible. Just
Hmm.
acquire the skills properly, learn the skill thoroughly,
Hmm.
bit by bit, piece by piece, just clear each and everything.
Yes.
Clarity of the concept is required. Go slow, but get the quality out of it.
Correct. Correct. Exactly, Piyush. This is what I said. Everything is a experiment. I like to something reading from the books, reading from someone saying. But I always believe experimenting something. If you learn something from books or something means I used to like experiment something. So
Mm.
in society, people people always believe who who win the who win the race. Always they believe. How you looking this? If you are always in experiment, there is a two option. One is failure, one is winning. How you looking this two perspective, winning and failure?
I think I will be little personal with the answer, and
Yeah.
probably I'm giving this answer with experience. In
Uh,
my eyes, there is nothing called failure. It's just an
uh,
experience. If
yes.
you really want to gain something, then you should be ready to face the failure, and that should not be called as a failure, but it should be called as an experience.
Yes.
I now, if you ask me that how I look at anything
Mm.
which has the possibility of failure, then I would say that I love to experiment things, and I am ready to face that challenges. That
Mm.
whatever will come, uh, if that does not work according to the plan,
Mm.
be ready. Just face it. It will give you a kind of experience which will make you stronger to face the bigger, challenge. But
Correct.
if we are not trying, and if we are failed to start anything, that means we will not reach anywhere, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Correct.
But
Correct. Yes.
if you are not trying, then how you can expect that something will happen to you? So I think
No. No.
we should replace this word failure, and we should call that experience, whether it is
Experience.
happening good or bad, but it's experience. And we should, I mean, it's all life. We should learn and just experiment. Why we should think
Yeah.
so much that what other will think and what will happen if? Of course, there will not, won't be a situation of life and death. You are
Correct.
not experimenting that thing, right? So
Yeah.
you should not be afraid of facing something new as a new challenge.
Yes, yes, Pius. Actually, I have seen in your posters, you're English teacher right now, right?
Mm.
English teacher. How you people learning from you? Can I explain how this is working? English call.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think yeah, English Pal. I just given this name and created a forum where I could just call people, whoever
Mm.
wants to learn, okay, whoever want to learn, and
Mm.
give them the learning which I have acquired in past few years. I have gone through this English language very deeply. I have been, I had been affected by this language during the career
Mm.
phase. I was not able to express myself, and English
Mm.
was the biggest blocker for me.
Yes.
That's where I had to go through a very hard learning. It was not easy to learn. A
Mm.
lot of time I used to face, clarity of concept was not there. A single doubt could lead to a big confusion where you are not able to express something like that,
Yes.
and there was nobody to help me. In fact, I would say, you may
Mm.
find that there are so many institutes, so many videos on the internet, but the doubt which you have will hardly be addressed by anyone. Sometimes it happens, right?
You
So
know.
I think this gave me a sense that, okay, I think people need it.
Correct.
People need this, because this is the
Mm.
biggest blocker in the career. So let me help whatever I have. I'm not expert
Mm.
in this language, I'm not expert in teaching something, but I know this, that the simplest way I can teach anyone, like I can teach to anybody in a very simplest way. And
Mm.
I always tell this, that grammar is something which you need to learn only once in your life. So why
Yes.
you are bothering yourself by learning grammar again and again? Why don't you just clear this learning by learning at once, so that you don't have to think twice, thrice, for making sentences, or to express yourself.
Yes.
Improvement goes hand in hand throughout your life, right? There is
Correct.
no end of the improvement in any area,
Correct.
right?
Yes.
So instead of just taking so much burden on yourself, I encourage people to just start with a baby step, and you will definitely improve if you are given a right guidance and right teaching.
Okay.
So I feel that this language is required, and I teach in a very simple and easy way. That's what I call my teaching style.
Thank you, Pius, for valuable things. And again, we can go to the learning part only. So,
Okay.
uh, everywhere learning something we learn, right?
Mm.
End of the day, people used to say, what kind of money coming from the you're learning something, right?
Yeah.
Yes, how you looking this? People, I always believe money not a matter, but learning
Mm.
something new is learning new things our brains will work. Learning something, reading something new, our brain will something think newly. So the people used to say money minded people. How you looking money?
Money. I think that's a very interesting question for me, because I have a very strong feeling about the money. Not in a positive way, I never, but like I do not consider money is the biggest factor of our life. See,
Correct.
suppose if you get 1 billion money, or
Ah,
any amount that you expect. Okay, suppose you
yeah.
get that amount, that much of money. What will
Ah.
you do? Will you just
I
keep
don't.
that money in your bank, or what will you do? I just want to know from
I don't have a plan and all. I don't. I didn't visualize if I get 1 crore. If I get 1 crore, what I will do. I have not visualized things.
you. You have not visualized, but like it's a basic thing that we can consider. If we have money, definitely we will spend that money on some experience, or by on buying something, right? If you
Yeah.
look at in a wider perspective, we spend money to
Ah,
experience this world. There is no other purpose of the money, right?
correct.
There is no
Correct.
other purpose of the money. Even you are going on vacation, that is experience. You are buying a car, you are just experiencing. You are just sitting in
Ah.
a AC room, you are experiencing this world, right?
Yeah.
So money has
Yeah.
nothing but to experience the world. So
Yeah.
I consider money not as a bigger part, but a smaller part. Yes, money is required. I'm not denying the fact. Money is required. But
Yeah. Ah.
uh, considering money is the only thing in our life is the very bad thing. Money is not the big
Yes.
thing. Money is very small in front of your experience. So if you are getting the money by which you can fulfill your desire to experience something, I think you should just be happy. You should not consider that money is a bigger aspect. Like, I love to, like, I probably people would say that I am just boasting about myself, but not at all. Since you have asked these very relevant questions, but here I am sharing. Recently I
Ah.
organized an event. Somebody saying that. So recently I organized an event, Janmashtami program, where I invited kids
Ah.
to participate in that, and I
Ah.
even in fact called the whole society. Do you know what it gave me? It gave me experience. I invested. I mean, I don't want to quote, but at least some people will die. How much money did you spend? 8,000 I spent out of 20,000 of total expenditure. I'm just saying, don't take it otherwise that I'm boasting myself. But why I spent? I spent to just experience that moment,
Mm.
that
Yes.
feeling of leadership, that feeling of management, that feeling of doing something creative out of the box. You know,
Ah.
so money becomes very small part in my life when it comes to experience the world, right?
Yes.
So that's how I look at about the money thing from my
Great,
end.
great piece actually.
Yeah.
Actually, whenever I used to go restaurant and all, I don't know how to order.
Yeah.
you know, things. I see the foods. What is the things is there? I don't know. Names will be a different kind of names. I don't know what is this. I look at
Yeah.
like this.
Same,
After
same.
that, or something like something new. We can order. So after that, come to the plate, it will be very drowsy. Oh, this is not our food to eat. Like if you idli dosa in South Indian, idli dosa means fine. Something is different means okay. Don't like people like don't like. So something, if you experimenting something new means if you're going to restaurant and ordering something, so I used to go again and again. Then only know this is a kind of food. This is a kind of things.
Yeah.
You said very correctly. Experimenting is very thing. Money is not a matter. Money is a last thing for living. Right. And I used to say everything is a formula. Uh, in your life, you have any formula for people you're watching here?
Formula is that, I think, uh, I strongly believe in planning things and structuring things,
Correct.
because it has a very larger effect, I would say, or bigger effect, or you can say that ripple effect. If something
Mm.
goes uh, not according to your plan and something is not aligned with your plan, it will
Mm.
destroy the everything. I, to explain more, I'll just give you some example. Like, suppose you are the responsible for person for your family, and if you are not
Mm.
taking care of your family, it will destroy your harmony, your peace, your life,
Correct.
right? Yeah.
Correct.
So in order to balance your peace, hi, somebody is saying hi, son's dead. Okay, so in order to balance your mental peace, I think you want to relax yourself, do a good job, and just want to be happy. You have to balance each and everything. So I
Yes.
strongly believe in planning things properly. So if you are, suppose, uh, at a career level, suppose if you
Mm.
are in a constructive year, you are preparing for some job, or even in a college, if you have some
Mm.
maturity, then do it in yourself, or if you don't have any idea, then take some counseling from others, and now shape up your career in a very good way. Okay.
Mm. Mm.
Hi Suryadeep sir, uh, nice to see you here. Right. So shape up your career when you are in a career phase. Okay. When you are in a marriage phase, now find a good match for you. Since I'm not married, but I'm thinking about like this, uh, like, find a good match which can, with whom you can spend your whole life. When you are in a parenting phase, do a,
Mm.
I mean, play a good role of parents, so that you can
Correct.
nurture your kids in a proper way, so that you will not have burden at a old age, that okay, why my kid have become so bad, and I am just living with so much anxiety, my society is saying this and that, so
Mm.
this is all, these all should be in a structure and proper organized way, if you want to live a healthy and happy life. So decide your
Mm.
career, just do it, decide your whatever things you want to do in your life, and do it in a proper structure way. Just draw the plan on your notebook. That's what my
Mm.
suggestion is, and formula of life.
Yeah.
Sorry, I took a long.
Actually, everything linked with health, wealth, things, happiness. You spoke on the three words. I connected with the three words. I always believe it. Health, wealth equal to happiness.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is what looking. How you looking? This is happiness. How people will come and go. Happiness. How you looking here?
Yes, happiness. I would say that your happiness should not be impacted. Hi, Vina. Uh, Thank you for watching, everyone. Your happiness should not be impacted by any source. What do I mean
Yeah.
by that? See, when I was earning less amount of money,
Mm.
as small as you can think, right? I was the same kind of guy who would love each moment, and who was happy in every moment. And when I started
Correct.
earning good amount of money, I'm the same guy. That means
Yes.
my happiness was never changed. I mean, was never changed in any situation. I lived that moment. I'm still I still live every moment. So your happiness should not be disturbed by other things. You should decide that how you want to live your life. Whatever gives you happiness, you should live in that way. You should not think much about what other will think, or what, I mean, not so, you should not take so seriously life. That's
Mm.
what I
Mm.
feel
Mm.
like. Yeah.
Yes. And our
Good
Praveen sir
evening.
always, our Praveen sir always says, someone's watching me, the feeling. How you looking? We people, four, five people watching in our live here. How you
Yeah.
looking this?
yeah, somebody is watching me, definitely it feels nice. I think
Yes.
those who are here and watching me right now, they must have, I mean, thought something about me, and it really feels nice. You know,
Yes.
I look at them like a friend, a friend who wants to help me in
Mm.
growing. Like, I look at them in a very positive way, that these are the guy who are, you know, around me to support me, to, you know, encourage me. Right? And you are absolutely right, the way you are. Yes.
Yes.
So I think everyone who are, they who are right now here, I mean, sorry, I'm fumbling. So any I mean, everyone who is watching right now is my close one. That's why they are spending time with me.
Yes.
That's how we
Yes.
spend our time.
Yes. Thank you for being here. And last but not least, I asked to one recommendation for viewers. You are reading books. Any
Yes.
books you are reading? Okay. Any recommendation for people here to um, read books?
Yes, yes. I would definitely recommend that book. Book is not available right now in my bookshelf. I collect all these books here, but
Yeah.
definitely I would love to recommend one book, and the book
Yes.
name is "Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway" by
Feel.
Suzanne. Uh, I don't know the complete name of the author. Feel the
Mm.
fear and do it anyway. That's the
Oh.
amazing book, and this gave me a learning that whatever the situation is, just feel the
Mm.
fear and do it anyway.
Great.
Your
Feel the fear.
fear,
Do it anyway.
yeah, yeah, you will
Yeah.
get the wisdom by which you can conquer the fear. By at least you can fight with the fear. Definitely, I can
Yes.
bet you, you will get the wisdom.
Yes. Yes, we are closing now. Actually, we are this books is help for fear who have fear in himself. They will come back and they will do their personal things and professional things very clearly. This is a very good time to talk with you, Mr. Pius. Thank you for coming SAG Radio.
Yeah, pleasure is all mine. Thank you for inviting me and sharing this good moment with me, and that it was a nice talking to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.